Sonic Frontiers will be great. Yeah, I said it. This is apparently a very controversial statement. You have people who hate the game despite it not even being released yet, and those who praise it unconditionally. No issues at all. Both sides say that the way they're presenting this game is weird though, making the marketing its downfall. I've had people in my own comment section saying, this is Sonic Forces all over again. People, I'm here to tell you, it'll be great, and why. Gameplay and combat. So a lot of the issues that people are having with this game so far is the gameplay, or lack thereof. There's not really much that's been shown, but there is enough to get an idea. A general idea of how things might turn out. See, what we're looking at are open zones where you can play around in the game and have a vast area you can run around in. So if you take elements from an open world game and also elements from a sandbox game like Super Mario 64 and put them together, that's what you would likely see as an open zone game. People are complaining about this because it says, oh, it's too barren and empty. There's nothing there. We're just gonna be running around like Sonic 06. Guys, it was an early build. Of course it's going to be empty. You're going to see more in the final product, I hope. You can read this article from Nintendo Life if you want more information on that matter. So like I mentioned before, people had issues with the environment. You know, the one island being shown off and there nothing being there. My inclination is that's the starting baby level, like how the Great Plateau was in Breath of the Wild. That's what this is going to be for Sonic. They're trying to make this game as different from the other games as possible. Like Forces had a lot more of an upbeat kind of punk rocky kind of feel. I don't know how to describe that. That's why they're trying to make the music have more of a calming yet mysterious tone. They're building off the earlier traits from Sonic Adventure, how the hub worlds were more like a sandbox area. And think of like Super Mario 64. Think of those games, but grander in scale and just bigger. This is like Sonic Forces all over again. You know what? A little bit, I suppose, in terms of the fan base, but it reminds me more of Sonic Adventure. Think about it. When Sonic was going into 3D, the backlash from the fans was kind of similar. In terms of there a decent amount of people that were on board, but a decent amount of people that were not on board. That was their first introduction into 3D. By technicalities, no it wasn't, but that was their first open, no, that wasn't it either. That was their first successful, in a way, kind of introduction into 3D, something like that. But they had to test the waters first in order to make Sonic Adventure 2. Here, they have to test the waters first in order to make Sonic Adventure 3. And we will get to that. That will be a video on its own. That'll probably be the next video. But we will talk about Sonic Adventure 3, my guys. I'm an optimist, but I'm also a realist. Now, all of this doesn't discredit the people that are criticizing this game so far. It is entirely fair to be skeptical. We've been burned by Sega a lot. Like a lot. Like, wow. A lot of people that have those criticisms, they just want a good game. You know, they just want to be able to trust Sega and trust Sonic Team more specifically to make good Sonic games, like how things used to be. You know, if you keep saying, oh, we're focusing on quality this time, we want a good rating score for this game, but you create something like Lost World, which wasn't a bad game, but it didn't meet those standards. You create something like Forces, which had less ambition than Sonic Dash. It's hard to continue to trust. It's hard to continue to keep going when all you're getting is lackluster, when all you're getting is mediocre, when you're getting less than what you agreed on, less than what you promised. It's hard to believe you. And I 100% agree with you. It's hard, but I also acknowledge that it's not always going to be perfect. Not every game is going to be 100% phenomenal. So long as they put the right amount of time in the oven for the game, and they keep working at it, they keep focused on what they said this game is going to be about, then we shouldn't have to worry too hard about it being something at least fun, you know? Because Sega, they need experience with open world games, you know, to make it right. This first game is not going to be perfect. It's not going to be the most amazing open world Sonic game, but it could set down the foundations for an even greater Sonic game. Like I was mentioning before, they had to make Sonic Adventure 1 in order to make an even better Sonic Adventure 2. Here, they have to make Sonic Frontiers in order to potentially make the best Sonic game ever made. Like I mentioned in my previous Sonic Frontiers video, the gameplay looks fun. You know, there's no reason to be complaining about it already. Just wait for it to come out, it'll be great. The setting and tone, it's going to be just fine. To add to that, Ian Flynn is writing the story. And sure, history does repeat itself. If you don't know your history, it's bound to happen. We know that Sonic Team tends to have certain patterns that we have noticed over the years. Hopefully we're on the good side of history this time. That's why I still 100% understand why people do have criticisms, why people do have a bit of skepticism with this game, because it's hard. It's hard when you keep getting burned and bruised multiple times and to be promised better. I understand that. But, you know, all in all, I say this to tell you all, stop complaining about nonsense and wait for the game to come out. Also subscribe.